Thanks for watching my video here. This is about Airmiles. I didn't know that they were going to go bankrupt. They got bought out, and I tell you, they got worse in the last years since then. And Hawaiian Airmiles, this is not doing too well either.
And I got it for free, basically, from Airmiles. I'll make a video about Airmiles one day.
Hi, this is a video about Airmiles, which I've been a member of for 23 years until today. I got my hotel here with my last Airmiles that I'm ever going to use, and don't believe me that I'm not going to use Airmiles anymore? Oh yeah? Well, watch this. That's the Airmiles that I've always had. Since a collector since May 2001. Shell CEO, buying gas and junk food isn't worth my time, money, or interest. To BMO CEO, after 23 years, I am no longer a collector of rewards and have closed my BMO account. Well, I closed that 5 years ago. To Amex CEO, as an unpopular credit card that is not accepted in some places, most places, the partnership with a nearly bankrupt Airmiles is fitting. To Airmiles CEO, after 23 years, you are no longer rewarding. Taking a picture of a grocery store receipts for a single item is not worth the 3 cents in slow miles. An open letter to BMO, Amex, Airmiles, and Shell. Punch Drunk Love was inspired by this guy in 1999 who spent maybe $1,000, and he's able to fly around the world for the rest of his life only because he spent 1,000. I got that card in 2001, 2 years after that, and it served me well up until about 5 or 7 years ago, in whatever 2017 or something, and then they lost all their partners. Airmiles did. And all they have is that gas station. So it's just, the good, it just shows that you can't be complacent in business, and you have to, if you're good, then people are going to try and copy you, and they're going to surpass you if you don't look out for number one, and that is no longer Airmiles, that's for sure. So I got 900 Dream Miles there. This shows that all of my cash miles were spent. By this time, when I started making this video, I had decided to jump ship from Airmiles after they declared bankruptcy. They were bought out by their partner, BMO. Now, BMO is a bank in Canada, and there's only 5 major large banks in Canada only. There's probably a lot more than that. They've done nothing with it. So this is what I just there go back and forth, the cash miles to Dream Miles. That was the major wrong fork in the road that Airmiles made probably 15 years ago. And excuse me, I don't know why they did that, but that really screwed a lot of people, because you can't trade between the two. Before all the Airmiles were just one, and you could use them for anything. But you can't exchange cash for dream rewards, and that wasn't fair, because nobody asked for that, and they did it arbitrarily. Now we're trying to collect things, right? We like collecting hockey cards. Some people collect cars. It's just normal habit to have an interest or a hobby. So when a corporation that you use to collect your points, whether it's Aeroplan, RBC Rewards, Airmiles through BMO. When they just, it's like they reach into your piggy bank and they go into your record collection and they just change it all without telling you. So look at those numbers. They jump up to 1138, and at a certain point today, I used up my last 1748 points to get myself a hotel room, which is where I'm making this video, where I'm having a nice sneaky weasel beer. So I'm not a robot, that's right. Okay, so this is a long screenshot. The 5 banks have their own reward systems each, and they're not interchangeable, which means that if you like going to, like going to a hockey game or going to a Cineplex, you're going to get a scene card and you're going to associate your money with Scotiabank. But if you like going to Fairmont Air Canada, you should be with Aeroplan. Aeroplan, they're basically thieves. You have to buy something that they use in a year, and if they don't, and if you don't do that in a year, they just take it all away. I found out the hard way. So RBC has been my bank for a long time, and they partner with WestJet. What's missing in Canada, and I don't know whether it's applicable to any country, is a card that could work with all of these, every bank or every place. And I found out, if you think of it, like when you go to a Safeway in Canada, you notice that they have BMO. If you go to London Drugs, they have RBC. Go to a 7-Eleven, it'll be usually a Scotiabank or a CIBC bank machine that they have. Well, I'm starting to think that banks work in congruency with certain corporations, and they basically partner with land grabs, and that's where how they run their business. They have like permanent corporate partners, and they create these, how can I say it, group ideologies between the corporations. So, but I'm not sure about that, but check out these 2 words, deadbeat and churner. I learned about the word churner in the banking industry just 2 days ago. A churner is someone who keeps making cards, who orders a credit card, gets the rewards, and then cancels the card and starts doing that. And you can do that. There's no laws against it. And you can reap all the rewards that you want that are legally yours by being a churner. The other word to think of is, in the banking industry, is being a deadbeat.
Buy 2 for $5.50, get 10 air miles. All right, so I just spent $56, but really that's going to be $2 off for some reason I can't explain. How much did that give me?
Okay, I'm back from those live presentations of Shell junk food, lots of sugar from that Red Bull caffeine. Now I'm up to 1158 there. And, there's Timber. They have a few. Airmiles shops was okay, but that meant that I could only buy something online. And it takes away from the mall activity, street stores, going to the actual store to know whether I like it or something. And here is free $10 from Dollarama. I think this was where I spent $30 and they for $20. Watch.
Now I go to Dollarama for my 100 air miles for $10, which is free money. Dollarama, in case you don't know, it's like a mini Walmart. So I paid $15.58. The cardboard box is free. Never pay for those stupid bags you only use once. Always use the cardboard. All right, $15.58 was the grand total for my dinner tonight. I'm only going to pay for $10 of that because the 100 air miles is going to come back. I didn't pay anything for this cardboard. Always ask for the cardboard. Don't pay for the $2 once only stupid bags.
Okay, so I was wrong about that special, but the $30 does come up after. All right, that went to my Amazon.
All right, so that 50 bucks went into that. And remember, I only paid 48 bucks for that, so I saved $2.
All in all, I've got about 20,000, maybe even more, maybe even 25,000 air miles since I started using it. Now, by saying use, I used that company as much as I could. I would only use my card for great deals that they had, and now here they're doing the same thing, the 30 times. This, I think, is just sort of like desperation from BMO to try and salvage the company, their partner for 20 or 30 years, to as much as they could. And I think it's not going to work out because they lost. They lost Safeway. And Safeway was, where, if you're going to get groceries, that was the place to go. Let's go to Safeway. This is all they have now. In the scroll, look at this. This is Airmiles shops or Airmiles itself. And all of this you can only buy through online. Now, online shopping is okay once in a while, but it's just, how can I say it? It's so remote and lifeless that it I think it takes the buyer away from the organic material or whatever they're trying to objectify in materialism. Now, at least they got it alphabetized here. I don't recognize most of these, or I'd say 90% of any of these. And I saw Clark's. That's a good company. That's a good shoe company from Glastonbury. But I'd like to try the shoes on before I buy them. And having stuff sent back and forth between the buyer and the sellers, it's not good for anybody. And it's kind of like wasting money. And the bottom line is, you don't want to waste your time. And playing a game, which I consider this to be, it's like finding a way to beat the system. And so it should be fun. And it's not fun when you go on your laptop to attempt to buy something. So that's that. This is Airmiles on a laptop. This is the 30 times Airmiles for whatever I buy from August 25th until the 27th, which is today. Airmiles in BC has 108 offers. What I'm going for is this one. Shop at 3 or 4 or 5, get up to 250, get 100 bonus air miles combined with the 30 if that shows up. So with the 30 and that should be some good money. So how it works, if I want the 30 times whatever I buy miles, I have to log into the airmilesshops.ca, find a store. I'm going to go to Amazon. So I find Amazon, and for 1 mile for 20 bucks, if I spend 40, that's 2 miles times the 30 is 60 air miles, which is like $6. So shop now. And what does this say? Hold tight while we take you to amazon.ca. So yeah, basically you just got to stay in there. And yeah, what is that? All right, so I'm in the Amazon portal there. And now it's a matter of spending $40+ on something. So I bought, what did I buy here? I bought the HDMI to HDMI, USB-C to HDMI. This video is gonna suck. And I got a green screen. It's for my friend who runs Animal Voices, but it's kind of for me too, to do more of this YouTube viewership stuff. And this is where you gotta be careful with Amazon and Jeff Bezos. They really want to suck you into a fucking horrible idea. Do not go for Prime. Don't go for Netflix or Apple. Don't buy anything. Just use what they have and continue without the Amazon Prime benefits. Horrible. Don't do that. Don't join Prime. That's fucking stupid.
All right, 5:15. That's a Who song. So if anybody's been watching this since the beginning, I bought a $50 Amazon card at the Shell gas station, and I got Airmiles for that. So that was only 48 bucks. So 48 out of the 50, and that whole thing went to this. So really, it's just spending old money that I forgot about, and out of my pocket is the 515. Finally, for the 30 times Air Miles, I'm gonna get $35. So I've only spent 20 bucks. $20 essentially for this, which is a pretty good deal. So that 1274 from this really bumped it up to in the 1600 range. That should show up quite soon, because this was my last major purchase using Air Miles. I wound up getting some extra small stuff from the grocery stores, because they came up with some grocery store scheme you'll see after this. Retry. I'm doing this with two phones here, and this is a horrible video. Now, offers. I go to offers, and what does it say? It says that there's one saved offer. So this one says, when you shop at 3 or 4 or 5 Air Miles partners and earn at least 1 reward mile each, 175. So what I'm gunning for is the 175 based on 3. This ends tomorrow, and what have I done so far with this? This is what I've done so far. I went over to Dollarama and I spent 20 bucks and I got 100 bonus Air Miles, but they haven't shown up yet. So the 1274 I see there will eventually be 1374 just from that 100 alone. So I want to add to that 100 this extra 175, and now I have to look at what's available here. Well, the 175, when you shop at 3 different Air Miles partners and earn at least 1 reward mile at each. Well, thankfully, there's some stuff that I want to buy from AliExpress. So what I'll do on my laptop is go to airmilesshops.ca. So here I am at airmilesshops.ca. I sign in, and to sign in should be pretty easy. What does it say? Well, if you want to find out for yourself, you just go to how it works. And I'm already in there. So you can see I've got the 1274, and that's me. So now I want to browse the stores, and specifically, I want to go to AliExpress because I get really cheap stuff from China that I want. So, well, that I don't need, but I want. So here I am. And this is important here. Don't close this window, otherwise you get logged out. And it looks like Air Miles or AliExpress already has me here. So I signed in, and it looks like they already know what I'm looking for because I tagged these earlier on. This comes out to $44.19, so that's going to be 2 Air Miles guaranteed, and buying those will get me 2/3 to the original 175 Air Miles, which is like $17. So it's basically saving money, or at least not spending about half as much money for stuff that I ordered food from Dollarama. Anyways, this is unique things that I might take on travels. This is what I bought before. I bought this, that, what else here? Anyways, I might buy all of this. Yeah. All right, 2 minutes later, let's see if it showed up on this. What is she doing? What do we got here? Some order must have showed up. All right, so on the app, it looks like there's 4 coming my way. And yeah, that's it. So that's pretty cool. That's like a tripod plus, what do you call those things that stretch out? I forget, the fixie stick, selfie stick. There's a light for USB.
some 3.5 aux for speakers. Plus, I like that. I like the lamp. It's like a 1 foot small mini LED lamp. This will show up eventually, like in about 2 or 3 weeks, it'll be sent here. So that means I have one more Airmiles to buy and before I get the 17. I'll write it down on paper here. Give me a second. I'll get this all on paper. Okay. $1 equals 10 Airmiles. All right. So these rewards equals, look at that one. 175, that equals 17 bucks, 20 and 25. Okay, 25 and 20. So for this one, all I have to do is just buy three things before September 30th. That's what it says. It says that somewhere down there. It ends tomorrow, so today is the 29th. So that means that the third one that I'm going to buy is probably going to be at Shell. Airmiles is not doing too good with the partners anymore. Safeway left them, and all they really have is Amex for the... I'm doing two things here at once, multitasking not very well. What is this here? That goes like that. And then offers to tell you or to show the viewing public. What is this? Okay, they got 58 partners. I'm not going to go through all of these. What I'm sticking with here is Shell, because Shell, if I buy $15 worth of junk food, I get 30 Airmiles. All right, so that's $3 off. Just on a side note, if I spend 15 bucks, that means I'm saving $3, so that's 12 bucks, right? But that extra, that goes towards the 3. So really, that could be shared with the 17 that I'm going to save. But I don't want to spend $15 at Shell. I don't buy that. Okay, this might be a good idea. You know, if I spend 50 bucks, I can go to Visa, Amazon, Netflix. No. Walmart, do I want to go to Walmart? What's at Walmart? Okay, you have to read these things backwards here, because it looks like it's 30 at Walmart, but it's actually 50 at Walmart. Now, I mean, I'm going to go to Walmart eventually, but I'm not going to go to a dining card, Winners, Amazon, probably not, definitely not Netflix, and I already have a Visa card. So you know, 50 bucks at Walmart, and this basically says that I'll get 20 bonus Airmiles. Now, how much is that worth? That's worth $2, because 20 bucks is worth 20 Airmiles is worth $2, right? Remember that? So that means that if I spend 50 bucks on a card, on a Shell card, I save $2. So that's actually 48 bucks. So bang, that means I'm going to go to Walmart eventually. I'll keep the card, and so that's a lot easier, because really Shell doesn't have much. They just got like these giant bags of junk food and Hershey's. What else? Water. I mean, water is free. I don't want to carry water around, and just like, I'm not going to buy 4 Shell windshield washer fluid in store. No. So because there's one down the street, that's what I'm going to go for. I'm going to spend the 50 bucks on that, which is still, again, 50. I don't know what I'll buy at Walmart. Probably some more rain boots, or long john socks. I don't know. Anyways, so basically 48 bucks. Bang. All right. So let's think about what I'm buying here. Okay, I spent $24 at Dollarama, $25 at AliExpress, and $50 at that at Shell. So that's going to be 99 bucks in total. Okay, 99. Let me make it even in 100, just for the sake of argument, making math simple. 100 bucks. Okay, the $100 that I spend minus is going to net me rewards to the extent of 175, $17 if I buy 3, and what was the other one? $10 from Dollarama, 2 from AliExpress, and what was the other one? And let's just say 1 from, oh yeah, $2 from Shell, and then $1 because I spent more than $20 at AliExpress. So that really doesn't count. Let's add that together. That's $27. Well, actually 29, but we'll round it up to 30. Okay, so you go back to the 100. If anybody's watched this, I really feel sorry for you, but I'm hoping that I'm teaching you something here. Is $100 minus $30. Okay, bang. So that means that with the savings coming back at 30, really I've only spent 70. It takes a while. Is it worth it? Maybe, maybe not in terms of time. But I like to think that you know, the objects that I bought at AliExpress are going to save me time later on. I mean, it's good to have a little lamp once in a while, and the selfie stick's going to be good if I take it on a trail or go hiking with it, and make travel videos. So now by tomorrow I'm going to go to Shell and get that extra bit. So bang, you know what, I think eventually when this is done, I'm just gonna write it down here. Thanks for watching, and what is it, like and subscribe. Okay, happy face. Thanks. What does that say? Thanks for watching, like and subscribe. Okay, in finality, to recap, what you got to do to start these rewards, you want to have a cashback. That should be the first one. You get a cashback Visa or a cashback card, anything that will pay you money, but you have to pay your interest on your credit card. Otherwise, it just doesn't work. You have to be A, out of debt, and B, pay your credit card off in time. Don't give the banks any money. So number one, once that's done, you go to Airmiles, you open an account. So that's number one thing. You go to AM and you open an account. And then what's the next one? If you want to go to hotels.com, yeah, open in hotels.com. That's what you're going to have to do too, because hotels give you a deal. You want a deal. You're always looking for deals, okay? And then you also want, okay, that's right. You go to Airmiles shops.ca. You log into the Airmiles first, and then you go to the hotel. All right? You go to the hotel. You choose. Okay, you've done 1, 2, 3, or 4, 5 things now, but Matt, it's so well worth it. I kid you not. This is it's worth it. Okay. Now this is going to be the final one. No, I was just kidding for everything else. Number 1, get out of debt. I'll teach you how to do that. And then pay off your credit card. Always pay off the credit card. Number 3, once those 2 first ones are done, then you go to hotels.com and you get an account there. Ooh, once that's done, you go to Airmiles. You get an account at Airmiles. Okay. Now then you go to Airmiles shops and you log in with the Airmiles number that you have, and then you look for hotels.com, and then you log in with the hotels.com. What's going to happen after you've booked your first hotel? Well, actually, after you've booked 10 of them, because you're going on a big long trip around the world, you're going to go somewhere, you're going to spend, you're going to stay in 10 hotels at least sometime during the rest of your life. So every time that you stay at a hotel, you just go through these 3 simple steps, making sure that you stay out of debt and pay off the credit card in time. What's going to happen is that you're going to get cash back because you got a cash back interest credit card that you pay off before they charge you interest. And then the second one you're going to get Air Miles rewards, because every time you stay at the hotel after you've logged in with the Air Miles shops, they're going to give you like 20, 2 or 3 or 4, so maybe even more air miles. Or, if it's one for $20 and you stay at a place that's $200, that's 10 air miles. That's a free $1. And then if you got the cash back, that's also a free $1. So you've already saving $2 on that. And then you got hotels.com. If you stay at 10 hotels over the next 10 years, the 11th one is going to be averaged. So you're going to get a free night in a hotel. Yay. All right. Awesome. But this is the final one here. The $100 that I spent for the Dollarama, AliExpress, and Shell $50 gas card, or the Walmart card, I didn't put the 1% cash back from my MasterCard credit card. So that 1% I'm going to get back, which brings down the price even more. It brings it from 70. I've saved $1 or had $1 applied to my credit card at the end of the year. So that's actually $69 for $100 worth of merch. Yeah, I'm not going to buy that. I'll probably, no. Shell. Put the S in hell, and then that's what you got. You got Shell. Just horrible. Just absolute junk food. I think this is probably 50 minutes now into this video. I am back. I went to the bar, and I'm going to go to the bar, so I'm sort of recording this before I go there. Then I'm going to come back, so it'll sound like I went there. I dried out. I finished that Sneaky Weasel. Yeah, this is all just fine print. And here comes some live shit. If you're still watching this, why? Did you enjoy that writing stuff? I found that was really funny. I was laughing at myself, writing and scribbling away like a crazy madman. That was awesome. So here comes a funny one. I actually ate a lot of that Shell junk food, and it made me sick. So that's one of the specials there, the Smart Light. And I spent $20 in total, and I'm sure that there's maybe $10 worth of savings. Airmiles is desperate for customers right now. And because Shell is always quick with getting the Airmiles out, this is how much I made very quickly. So in Shell using Airmiles, it's just sugar, really. Some water, some, air refresheners. It's just a gas station, and that's all they have left. I wish they had more, because, I could have gone to healthier places. But I have an EV, and even if Shell, they do have like electric vehicle charging stations, but it's just virtue signaling. They don't really care about that. At the end of the day, they just want their profits, and they're probably just holding hands with the Bank of Montreal. And BMO probably said they have to have a partnership to keep their customers satisfied. Well, I'm not satisfied. Bye.
You can judge if you can judge a person by the friends that they keep, you can also judge that by the rewards. Shell, Airmiles, just horrible. I mean, this is not healthy food.
$14.25. So I have up until 1748. What is that? Easy numbers here. That's 333. No, 323. And I'm at the Hilton. It's a little past midnight. I'm just going to walk this or talk this through until the end of this long screenshot. What I really liked about Airmiles was its connection to hotels.com. Oh, I got cut off there for a second. This is, I don't know how far into there or how much is remaining in this video, so I'll try to get to the point here. If there was one, hotels.com by itself is a good rewards program. You get 10 nights and they average out a free, not a free one, but they'll give you a night based on how much money you've spent for the last 10. it's easy to keep track of. Airmiles still teams up with hotels.com to their benefit, and it was good to some extent, but digitally the connection between the two companies isn't very secure. Twice I had to call hotels.com to make sure that the stays that I booked through Airmiles showed up, because for some reason it wasn't. Now, what's more important to me financially is that I get that free night from hotels.com compared to like the 2 or 3 air miles per stay. There's like a monetary value in using these rewards. Now here I am. I can't remember the name of this. It's called the BMI. It was a hotel in Victoria, and I'm looking at it right now. But the JBI. Okay. So this is me just going through the motions of getting a night there through Airmiles into Airmiles shops, which allows me to log into the hotels.com. So using these 3 interactions, along with paying for the whole experience through my credit card that I pay the interest off of, or pay the interest beforehand, it's just a win-win situation, a win-win-win-win. And to do this over and over again while traveling, it does work out. It's just slow, and sometimes you have to grease the wheels and make sure that the parts are moving correctly with each other. And Airmiles is just, I don't think that the company really knows what it's doing in a digital sense. There are too many portals, websites, and it's just too complicated an experience, and it's not enjoyable. I won't be missing it because I can just easily I can try Scene, or a different rewards program, or stick with whatever RBC offers. There's a lot better opportunities than trying to stay with the original rewards program, or at least the most well-known. They're not called air kilometers, they're called air miles, because miles, right? So, look at that. I got the 4 stamps collected. I made sure that in this video, none of my personal information's out there. I don't want people off the internet world to grab the MasterCard there used for nefarious reasons. So I'll just cut out here and get to what's left of live.
All right, so I'm at the Dollarama. Why am I here? All right, the objective here is to spend $30 or more and then get $11 back. All right, so that was successful. Why is it successful? Because we'll tell you. All right, so that's how it went. It didn't take very long. I counted up everything to be just over $30. It is, look at that, $31.50 subtotal, 49 cents after tax, so $32 minus the 11 bucks that I expect in savings from the rewards. This whole thing, all of this cost about 20 bucks. Today is November the 8th. That should be $15.30, maybe $15.35 in who knows how long. I'll catch up.
If I haven't said it before, this is why I left. Buy a cucumber. Get 5 bonus air miles. They lost all of their Safeway and LCBO face-to-face groceries. So they found a back door into these grocery chains where they expect Airmiles expects people to buy, to do grocery shopping based on what's available to Airmiles from grocery stores like Save-On. and to actually take a picture of that receipt, like a $3 Ferrero or a single item. And that was so bizarre, unheard of, and entirely like beyond the, the rationality that, okay, I tried it. Yeah. I went to Victoria, and I think I bought some bagels. That'll show up in a video coming up soon. I might have bought a broccoli. And then I took pictures of the receipts, and that was stupid.
Okay, and you know what? I gotta add that I got the. I'll add that I got the member price, and that's going to be added to my rewards. So that should add to the 7th, and I got a couple from Eugene that still owed me. So once I get that 10th, all of that's going to average out. I mean, it's minor. It doesn't really mean much. However, it adds up.
This is what you get when you when you scan an item, when you scan your receipt, when you take a picture of your receipt. Horrible. For the So because Airmiles screwed up my total, am I left holding the bag? All right. Well, that bagel was the last purchase that I made with using Airmiles. All of this extra stuff is free. They for about a week or two, Airmiles was giving out these extra gifts, and the Carousel of Dreams play now. And they made it look really cute. All you had to do is log in and then choose a suitcase on a animated carousel. So there's 5 Airmiles. What is that? That's like, was that a nickel? I can't remember anymore. That's probably 5 cents. No, I don't know. The conversion between these, like, oh, look, 4 Airmiles. I can't do the conversion right now. I'm just so over this. And did I get the any more shell stuff? Maybe, maybe not. I don't think so. I think those peanuts were the last ones that I had. And this goes into May. This was last year. And yeah, so this is all in retrospect. And where does it go from there? There's a Dreamer cash reward that was $3.80. This is like in July of 2023. Card linked offers. They did have a partner with Boston Pizza that comes and goes. Once in a while, they'll allow the user to connect their MasterCard, but really all they have as a credit card partner is Amex, and Amex just it's not accepted in nearly as many places as MC, MasterCard, or Visa, so it's kind of useless. All right, I guess this is all just like a screenshot of the recent purchases. What time is it now? It's like 1 a.m. I should get some sleep. Coke offer +10, Shell Go plus 2 times non-fuel bonus. I don't know, that was worth 3. I can't believe. I think if 100 is worth 10, so that's 30 cents. Okay. 3 BAM base offer September non-fuel. It's just Airmiles. I'm not even looking at the screen anymore. Hotels.com for 20 cents, right? That's if I stayed in a hotel for the rest of my life, then I would do it, but it's just not worth my time, money, effort, or interest. 40, so that's $4. That's we're getting closer here to, okay, this is this year. This is about 6 months ago. and that shell should be the last one. Coming around to the carousel of dreams. 5, what is that, 3? So 3 really is just 30 cents. So they're handing out, a few dimes here and there. Well, it's free. Well, I got 80 cents now. And at this point, I was just thinking of what hotel I could finish this off at. And I was interested in going to like Bali or some Indonesian place, Southeast Asia, for a week, and then using the 1748 for like a week-long sojourn with a pool, something really, really cheap. But the opportunity came up to excise myself of all my air miles all at once and pay the hotel resort fee of only $70 for this one night, where for the last 5 hours I've been detailing my history with air miles. If anybody of those 4 interns that are working for Amex, Shell, BMO, or Air Miles actually watches this, I want to say thank you. You were probably paid a decent penny, I hope, to spend an hour listening to my voice and dealing with my rancid excuse of a YouTube creator. Okay. I couldn't make this shorter. I mean, actually, I could. I've already deleted a lot of it. So there's 3. There's an extra 30 cents. I don't know what the future of this company is going to be. I would just call it a day. There's no way that people are gonna. I mean, they obviously people do use air miles and Amazon, and maybe that's supporting the economy and all those vans driving by. But look, what is this here? Updates. Thanks for playing. I guess that's over now. We're all wrapped up. Oh, wow. There's a dime, 20 cents. And that was the history. They just started throwing these extra pennies around. And there's nothing more, right? When you're done, you're done. So I guess this is it for the voiceover. The rest should be video of me getting my night here. Well, that's almost at the live video, and I left this with their Twitter account. All they have is Shell, Amex, and got the BMO. Last little bit here. I'm going to use all my 1748, and I'm going to get a night at the Hilton. I have never stayed at a Hilton before, and this should be cool. All right, there goes all the air miles. That means that I'm going to spend $46.58 for one night at the Hilton in Whistler, and that'll be my last usage of air miles. Why? Well, because why leave air miles? The cool history about air miles is that it started out as the original. All the reward schemes that are all around the world, all the president stuff, all the VIP, it all came from, as far as I know, from air miles. I mean, there might have been a few smaller ones, unknown, that have lasted a long time, but why leave air miles? 1, I don't want the card in my wallet anymore. 2, after 23 years, it's bye-bye, you haven't done enough, you're not worth it anymore. 3, it almost went bankrupt last year, which would have meant I would have lost all the air miles, and I don't want to chance that happening. 4, because there's no way to get air miles without supporting only Shell, Amex, BMO, or Air Miles. They don't have any partners. They've lost everyone. And 5, they've made it really complicated to get rewards. So it's like algebra. And 6, what's number 6? Well, the division between rewards and cash and dream rewards, they never managed to get that back together. 7, because I want to make this video, which is going to be the worst
video on 17 because reason 17 because they lost Safeway and they lost the LCBO. Reason 25, they never re-merged the dream reward and the cash reward again into just simple rewards. Reason 58, because they became complacent. Did anybody actually watch that? Well, thanks. All right, finally, here are the photos because I want to get rid of everything Airmiles in this phone, so I can get rid of the phone and also all the Airmiles. A customer should never have to call a 1-800 number to get their rewards. I had to call 3 times. Bagels, they all went to the birds. I am not eating that. And Airmiles just made rewards unrewarding and too confusing. Like and subscribe. Bye.